acting, my friends. It is one of the single most important things that you can do every single day to help you manifest the life of your dreams. Who's ready for a plot twist in their life? So guys, here's what I want you to understand. There are two main types of actors, okay? They're the actors that wake up and they do their little routine. They call their family, they call their friends, they get to set, they're hanging out, and then the scene starts and they get into character. They've got their lines memorized and they know how to perform. They're great actors. That is one. The other type of actor, and the one that I want you to focus on, is a method actor. So here's the key difference. This person wakes up and they are the character. They get dressed as the character. They get to set, they're the character. They do the scene, they are the character. Scene ends, and guess what? They are still in character. So I want you to think about this in terms of manifesting. So let's break down manifesting really quick and what we know about it. A thought we know creates a feeling. A feeling we know creates an emotion. An emotion creates a vibration, and the vibration creates the magnet, right? So then you become a magnet for all of the things. You're in a resonance of it. So when you are playing a character, a method acting character, you are constantly living in that vibration. You are constantly on that level. You are acting as it. You are talking as it. You are walking as it. And guess what? You become it. And so there's a lot of, controversy. I guess I'd call it controversy about this. You can look at people like Heath Ledger, who a lot of people say, the truth we'll never know, but say that he was so into character in his role for the Joker. He never broke it. That it really led him into this deep, dark depression. And there's actually a lot of actors that do talk about this, that need counseling or therapy afterwards, that they really isolate. They take on this role so much so that it tricks their psyche. So imagine, we know that this is already happening to actors. It's tricking their psyche. They're so in the part. They win Academy Awards. We watch a film and we forget that that's a person acting. We see them as that character. So imagine the character that is you today. Is that aligned with the manifestation? Is that aligned with what it is you are looking to create in your life? So let's say that you are looking to create more wealth in your life. How are you waking up? What are your habits? How do you dress for the day? If you really believe that you were running a top business and making multi-millions, then what would you do? You can look at some of the top corporate leaders, Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos, right? They all have their own signature, so there's nothing wrong, right? Steve Jobs literally wore the same thing every single day. Jeff Bezos has totally had a glow up and he just looks great. He's totally fit, looks like a totally different person. So there's no wrong way to do this. That is the most important thing to know. But you have to get into alignment. You have to get into the frequency. You have to think like it, feel like it, act like it. And the longer you can do this, guys, the faster your manifestations will come to you. Because here's the biggest challenge that happens, I'll say, when we're manifesting, is we spend time either saying positive affirmations, we spend time visualizing, we spend time mentally rehearsing, we spend time in this heightened state, this vibration that is in alignment, and then what happens? Then the phone rings, then we go on Instagram, then there's a problem at work, then you get into an argument with somebody that you know, and your frequency drops. You totally default back to the old programs. You default back to the old character. Okay, so imagine watching a movie, let's say Titanic, right? And Leonardo DiCaprio had a role. It was a time period, the way he dressed, the way he spoke, the class that he was portraying. Imagine if he just rolls up in modern day clothes and starts talking, you'd be like, whoa, wait, I'm so confused right now. Wait, Leonardo, it's this is the totally different time period. What is going on? Your brain would flag it immediately and you would probably become disinterested, confused, maybe even angry of what is going on in this film. So think about the universe as the audience, right? And they're watching you in character. And they're like, oh, okay, wow, she's really serious. She is going for that next step in her career. She is hitting the gym. She is eating great. She is dressing like a professional. or he, right? Or he is really committed to finding his partner. He's cleared off the side of his bed. He's left room for somebody to come and sleep next to him. And then what happens if all of a sudden you just start defaulting? So the universe starts saying like, oh my God, okay, they're ready, they're serious. I'm gonna start giving them what they've been asking for. They are in the vibration. Now, just like in a movie, right? Just like behind the scenes, there's so much going on that we don't know. We just see the end result. So when you watch this film, you don't realize that there's a whole crew there, that there's catering, that there's the director and the producer, that there's wardrobe, that there's lights, there's all of these things we just see, but there's so much taking place. And that's the universe, guys. The moment you start getting into character, it's like, oh, okay, hey, come on, ready? Got a wardrobe change happening. We've got this happening. And it starts planning everything for your creation. You just can't see it yet. But the longer you can remain in character, the longer you can stay in that vibration of what it is that you wish to experience in life, the more time the universe is like, whoa, paying attention and is going to bring you things that match that frequency, that match that character. Just like thinking about Titanic, about this film, every single thing on set, the food, the wardrobe, the music, everything matched that frequency, matched that time period, matched those characters, matched that moment. So you have to think about it like that. What are the things that you can do in your life to match the person that it is you wish to become? I really want you to think about it and get clear. How does this person even go to bed? Does she wear a beautiful nightgown? Does he, put his pre-workout right next to him so when he wakes up, he's ready to go for the gym? Do they have a journal next to them? Do they say a prayer to the Creator the moment they wake up and immediately get into gratitude? What do they do when they get ready for the day? How do they dress? How do they talk? How do they interact with the world around them? Imagine if you were creating this iconic character, right? Would you go out? Like my boyfriend will say this to me all the time, and he's like, is that really how you would dress if you were going on stage to talk to people? And I'm like sitting in my gym workout gear, feeling, by the way, totally uninspired, being like, no, in the moment, I'm like, take a shower and I get ready and I put on something really pretty that I feel good in. It changes my energy. Inspiration starts coming to me. Ideas start coming to me. It's because I am showing up to the universe, to the Creator, as the part, as the method actor. So I want you to really think about it in your life. What can you change that is in alignment with your dream character? How are you going to act moving forward? Will you break character? Think about this. Think about the things in your life that trigger you, right? Maybe it's someone at work. And I want you to mentally rehearse, how are you going to respond to them? How does that ideal version of you interact? And do not break character for anyone or for anything. Because guys, when you do that, you're just dropping your frequency to match something that you don't wish to experience. And the moment you do that, you drop your frequency. The moment you get into that argument, the moment you interact and yell at the person on the highway, the moment you don't show up for your gym routine, the moment your energy changes. And when your energy changes, life around you changes. So that's what you have to be so conscious of, guys. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat it, the thought creates the feeling creates the emotion creates the vibration, and the vibration creates the magnet. And that is when you become magnetic to all things that you wish to experience. So acting, embodiment is so important in manifestation because it creates the character, it sets the energy, the vibration, and it allows you to be even more magnetic. And that, I'm telling you, my friends, speeds up the entire process so much better. So I want to tell you guys this story that happened to me just this week. So I have been really on my gym workout, right? I decided I was going to go 5 days a week, and it is kicking my butt. By the time I get home, I'm so exhausted. I get up at 5, I'm at the gym by 8, by like 9:30, your girl is wiped. So I'm still doing my best to be productive, but I've been noticing that I remain in my gym clothes for the remainder of the day. Sometimes I don't even take a shower to get changed into something else. Weird, gross, I don't know, but it's the truth, right? I just stay in that energy, which is tired and like, So I've been feeling lost lately. Like, I have all these things I want to do, but I don't have the energy for it. I'm not really in the right mindset. I'm like going into my office and I'm like showing up, but nothing is happening. So then my boyfriend and I go out for a walk, and we're just walking through the beach town that we live in. And I'm looking at him and he just looks so handsome. I mean, here's the thing. We both worked from home and I looked like it. I was in gym clothes, and I look at him and he's in this really nice button up with a nice jacket and jeans and his boots. And he looked like $1,000,000. He looked like he was about to go out to dinner. He looked like he just came from an amazing event. And he had a lot of amazing things that happened to him that day that he was sharing with me on our walk. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm so happy for you. Like, and I mentioned to him, I'm like, babe, you look really handsome. You look great. And he's like, thank you. I feel great. And he's like, babe, you haven't really gotten dressed in like a few weeks. And I'm like, yeah, that like gym workout's just like kicking my butt. He's like, yeah, but how do you feel? And I was like, I feel tired. I feel like I want to take a nap. Like, you have to understand that it's an energy, right? That is why when we watch these movies, when we watch these films, there's a wardrobe section. They get into character. They build it out. They embody it. And so I made a decision after that talk that I was going to get dressed. And so the next day I got dressed, I felt better. The next day I got dressed, I felt even better. And by the third day, I was feeling so great, so inspired. The idea of just showering and putting on makeup and getting dressed for my day, and it put me in this whole other mindset. And then you know what happened? Out of nowhere, I get a text message that loops me in with this other person to get hired for this huge event overseas that they want me to host and speak at. And I was like, oh my gosh, that came out of nowhere. How did that happen? I started thinking about it. Oh my gosh, I'm in the energy of that person. I'm already showing up like her. I could take the stage right now. Even though I had no plans to go anywhere or do anything, I was in the energy. I was that character. So because I was portraying it, I was acting like it. From the moment I got up to the moment I had lunch to the moment I was just sitting there, I was still put together, ready to go for any opportunity that the universe would provide. And guess what? It provided. And I'm telling you guys, I want you to practice this in your life too. What can you be doing? How can you dress, talk, walk, act? Method character, method acting. And I want you to really take note and say, like, here's who I'm being right now. Here's who I wish to be. This is her, this is him. Get specific and then make a decision that you are gonna show up like that person. You are gonna become an Academy Award-winning actor in your life. You're the star, remember? And you are also the director, the producer, the writer. So you get to make your own story. And that, my friends, is called life. So please let me know what happens in your life. I want to hear about all of the magic because it will be magical. And if there's somebody that you know right now that is kind of just like in a funk, share this video with them. Help them be inspired to create a plot twist in their life. Because guys, at any moment, remember this, you can be a new character. You can change who and how and what you're showing up as each day. And when you shift, I promise you, the world around you shifts too. Everything changes when you change. It all starts from the inside out. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, vibration, magnetism, it's your power. So thank you guys so much for being here. Please make sure you subscribe because there will be more content coming your way, plus really amazing interviews coming up. And please make sure to share this with a friend. I love you so much. Mwah. I'll see you on the next one.